started. Now, this is the third week, yes? And what I have done, if you've paid attention, which you have, I haven't repeated any information. All last class was just, you had to understand transmutation. Now, what do you think? Before we go, we got a lot to cover tonight. Someone tell me what you have gained. And give me an abbreviated version, a concise version. What have you gained from weeks 1 and 2 about the power of sex transmutation? Whatever you want to say. I'm all ears.
Can you hear me? Yeah. What I've learned is with the power of sex transmutation is that it's not all about the physical. In some ways it is, but in the most case, it's energy, just like everything else is energy. And the energy you have through sex transmutation, you don't transfer it, but you transmute it into some other energy that serves you more, that's most productive. How they say top CEOs do sex transmutation to reach great heights in their companies, and so it's something that it is energy. And when you transmute that energy from one, I don't know the word, but from one type of energy to another type of energy, then that's what I got.
Fantastic. Two things I just want to highlight there. Everything is energy, not just sex. Everything is energy. That means sex just happens to be a form of energy like everything else. And I don't remember what the first one was that I was going to do. So anyway, good job. Outstanding. Someone else, come on. Come on. Let me make sure you got it. What have you learned thus far?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Well,
that's Chantel.
I've learned that how powerful the energy is, and how it is, because everything is energy, it's basically the energy that we put towards, the energy that we put towards that emotion, that sexual emotion, is the same emotion that you need to put towards your dreams, your success, your desires. So that was huge for me. Even like opening up this whole conversation, it has opened up many windows, like such as even going more spiritual, like like tantra, and just a lot of sexuality, within yourself, and how it can be embraced. And there's so much power when you are channeling it towards, transmuting it and towards things that you want in your life. So yeah.
Fantastic. Mom, fantastic. Good job. Everyone's getting the general gist of it, which is redundant because just means general. You're all doing a fantastic job. We have defined transmutation last week, so I won't keep going. Thank you for those reviews. We can get more, but let's just keep moving forward. Oh, no, okay. No, if you want to speak, go ahead. Jump in there. Deanna's for the go.
I have learned that transferring and transmuting are two completely different things. Transferring is just saying, instead of doing this, I'm going to do that. But transmuting is saying, I'm going to take the energy that I will put towards this and put it towards that. And I hope I have been practicing it correctly, but I do feel a difference when I transmute instead of transfer. When I transfer, I still feel the emotion of what I was trying not to do. But when I transmute, everything shifts. From the thoughts to the emotions to the vibration, everything shifts when I transmute versus when I transfer.
BJ say she's on it, and you're right. Transferring is masturbation. That's not transmuting. It's transferring. It's, right? If you want to think of it, transmutation is solving the problem. Transferring is just redirecting the problem. But, loose definitions. But we did a good job covering that last week. If you're watching this in the future, just go back to the last class. You'll be just fine. No worries, no problems at all. Let us just thank all of you for being here, and fantastic job. Let's go deeper. I've done my very best as not to repeat information. I have no intentions on doing the same thing no intentions on repeating information tonight. Let's demystify sex transmutation. Okay, let's talk about supreme intelligence. Is that fair? I have a long time ago, I did a Plant Better phone call. It's on YouTube somewhere about mastering infinite intelligence or something like that. And that is kind of what I want to do now, is talk about this supreme intelligence of life. There is a supreme intelligence. You don't have to call it God. You do whatever you want to do. I don't care. You can do whatever you want to do. But there is something that we tap into. Gaia, God, randomness. I don't care what you call it. Napoleon Hill put it this way: when driven by this desire, men develop keenness of imagination, courage, willpower, persistence, and creative ability unknown to them at other times. I need someone to be transparent with me, and I need for you to give me an example of how you just totally went out your character for the good when you really wanted to date someone, or any equivalent of date, sleep with, kiss, hug. You keep all those details to yourself, but any equivalent of when you were scared and you was like, you know what, got it done because of the power of sex. Someone give me a good example of when you found either imagination, courage, willpower, persistence, of creative ability that you normally don't have.
Okay, I'll go first. Mine was the persistence to become a better person. It's something that I still work on, but I first had to stop lying to myself about who I was, and then I had to become persistent about becoming the person that I wanted to be, which was a better person. And it didn't start off with me being persistent, but it got to a point where my desire was to become a better person and be persistent in that.
Most appreciated. Basically, you use the sex or the sex love for someone to become a better person. Outstanding. BJ, let me hear from you. You out? Well, I'm gonna wake y'all up here in a second.
Well, I'm gonna say mine. This ain't in no beneficial, holistic type way, but in places where I don't really like talking and letting people know my business in public. But having a desire for a person, man, I'm talking about this one girl. I stepped up in front of her, in front of everybody. I'm talking about in a basketball game with everybody. Okay, and I don't care. I'm just like, I can't wait no more. This is my minute. I gotta take my shot. So that's the kind of courage I had. If it wouldn't have been for that sexual desire and her being so fine and me wanting her so much, I'm not the type of person. I don't even talk on the phone in front of people. I don't like let people know my business, but I couldn't hold it no longer. I had to let it go.
See, I was waiting on somebody to keep it real and liven up the class. Thank you. This is class to PJ. Please, for everyone else, y'all was being all church dignified and stuff. No. PJ like, look, man, I can't hold this. Baby girl, what's up? who your man is. I had a friend of mine, a cousin of mine. He asked. We was at a basketball game, and it was this cute girl. Now we're teenagers, so she, whatever cute is as a teenager. And she's got on the basketball shorts. Actually, no, it was the volleyball game. She had on volleyball shorts. That does something to teenagers. If you don't know, you know now. And he said, "Hey, what's her name?" And the dude next to him say, "Her name is Taisha." And this fool goes, "Hey, Taisha, what's your name?" Oh, we teased him. Now, obviously, that ain't like kingdom of imagination. But he wasn't even embarrassed. What normally would have been embarrassed. Now, we teased him, but he got a phone number, so he didn't care. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't care. He had more courage and tougher skin due to the power of sex. Everybody follow me? Hey.
Yep.
All right, Pam Norris, let me hear.
How I got Tony. It was an ML.
All right, that's it. Let him hear it.
I've never chased a man ever, but till he came along. It was an MLK dinner and about 500 people there, and I was halfway across the room, and something said, "Turn around." And I turned around, looked at the entrance door, and I saw this fine brother in a suit that was just fitted to his body. And there was another guy near me, and I said, "Excuse me, who is that brother? I know all the brothers on this island, and I don't know him." And they said, "I don't know." I said, "All right, I'll find out." Long story short, after dinner, I proceeded to get up from my table and walk around all the tables, introducing myself to everybody there, saying, "Hi, how you doing?" Looking for this bro. Couldn't find him. Ended up going into the bar by myself, sitting there, talking to the bartender. And he says, "Why are you sad?" I said, "There was this good-looking bro. I had to find him. He must have left already." And then 2 seconds later, who walked into the bar and looked at me and said, "Hi." And it was Tony. And we've been together ever since, 21 years. We have not been apart.
Look at that. Look at that. See that? See that? If it was
Only
not
man
for
I've
the
ever
power of sex. Yeah. If it wasn't for, ooh, look at that brother over there. She, I don't know what she would be doing. But she wouldn't be doing what makes her happy like it's making her happy right now in this reality. Is that fair? That's fair. She's probably playing Sega Genesis or something. And, I went all the way back to that one. PlayStation 4. The gamer name would be PN Ice Buddy or something, right? Or how do you even know she would even came up with the idea Ice Buddy? Probably not, because we come up with our best ideas to make proud the person our attraction is to. Now let me talk to my men, because my men ain't gonna like this, but they're not gonna necessarily like this. Yeah, I'm not about to give away some game. I'm about to give away not game, but I'm about to bring insight to women that you do not have. Men, at no particular order, and anytime you want to say, what is the number one thing that breaks your heart concerning your woman's opinion of you? Yeah, they ain't answering this appeal money. Like, nah, bro. Come on, BJ, let me hear it. Number one thing that breaks your heart. Y'all see how close y'all got us being? We can't even tell us. I'll go first.
Hold on. Say it again. I need some time to think. Somebody break my heart.
Number one thing that breaks your heart. Your woman have an opinion of you and it's a bad one. Or your woman, something she thinks of you that breaks your heart. What would that number one thing be?
It would have to be something dealing with my intelligence, like I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's me. Especially when I know what I'm talking about, but you just don't understand it yet.
Yeah, I like the way he said that. Now, first off, Grace, I know what I'm talking about. You just ain't got to my level yet. I like that. That's probably gonna get you in trouble if you say that out loud, BJ. But you can go ahead and keep that. Think about this for a second. Listen to what this. How tall are you, BJ? 6'2"?
Yeah, 6'2".
6'2". 6'2". About 195.
Nah, man, I'm about 240, 235, 240.
245. Tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. If you in the alley, don't you want to be with somebody 6'4", 6'2", 240? All right, that's okay. Listen to what this towering man, above average in height, and that's about right weight for a 6'2" guy. Above average in height, and what brings him to his knees is for his woman to think he's not intelligent. So what do you think the power of sex is going to do to his intelligence when he is courting a woman? Heighten it. If he knows he don't want to look stupid, and he knows you like biology, he's finna be Googling some biology papers. All right. How many of us, male or female, have learned a new subject we did not care about chasing somebody? Or we just with somebody? Come on now. I can't. Come. All right. There's only a few of us willing to be transparent. That's all right. That's all right. I done learned all sorts of crazy stuff. PowerPoints and all this silly stuff. Trying to. That's all right. Y'all say y'all ain't never tried to court nobody. Y'all. The stork had your kids for you. I understand. As for me and my regularness, what hurts me the most is my woman being disappointed in me. It's the number one thing that it just crushed me. It would just crush me. So I do all I can. Half, nope. Most, nope. Maybe all my achievements, but one has been to make sure someone in my head knew that I was better than what I was yesterday. You see how powerful that is? Napoleon Hill says that. He says that many men achieve greatness. It's just simply trying to please someone. All right, that's my man. BJ, you want me to get on the ladies now? Because I've been talking about the man. You want me to get on ladies, BJ? Let me get on ladies. So then we get on ladies.
Please do. Hurry up.
Thank you. Hey, daddy. You're talking about real women. Hey, daddy. Can I serve you? You okay, babe? Maybe you don't say daddy, but you say babe, don't you? You okay, hon? You want something to eat? The power of sex will have you, I forgot. The power of eggs. I forgot. The power of eggs will have you cooking dinner for someone and they're not even home yet. You do know that don't make no sense, right? We've made it make sense. When you think about it, when you think logically, let me cook for someone who ain't here. That don't make no sense. When you think about it logically, that doesn't make sense. But as you put the power of eggs in it, it's not, let me cook for this imaginary person that may show up. It's, he gonna show up. And I'm gonna show him I appreciate him. All right. Pam, I ain't got all the way in their driveway yet. Let me push it further. Then no, I'm trying to be nice. You know what? Let me see. Ebony just raised her hand. I'ma see if she gonna keep it real, and I ain't got to do what I got to do. Ebony, let me hear from you.
So when I was 14, I fell in love. Well, sure, whatever it was called. And so
This love, as you understood it.
I actually relocated from Edmonton, 3 hours away, to Calgary on my own at 14. I dropped out of school and I became a housewife at 14.
Look at that.
I used to cook and clean. I stopped partying, all to show this man that I loved him.
I'm clapping. You ain't got to clap. I'm clapping. She did all the right stuff. She just did it way too early. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to put you down. And you know what? Who am I to say it too early? Because it could have worked out. And you could have had one of those crazy stories to where I knew you could have had one with the Pam just said 21 years ago. I knew. All these men in the room, and I saw mine. I wish I had somebody. I'm starting to feel real good now. I saw mine pass. All these other men disappeared, but the one that was for me was for me. You know what I'm saying? It could have been that story. It could have been. It really could have been. So I don't want to take it from you. But do you see what the power of eggs did? Let me go ahead and be a wife at 14. Let me go ahead. Yeah. Let me cook for this imaginary person right now. He real, but he ain't here right now. But don't worry about it. Let me prepare visible things while invisibly thinking about you. So you can, when you think about why you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, Emily. I said I wasn't going to do it because she got real, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I used to, let's just call date this woman, okay? Let's date this woman. I'm not sure what it was, but we were real nice. I ain't sure what it was. And she's an older woman. She's I don't know. She's 15 years old. Something like that. 15, 16 years old than me. She had her stuff together. She was 6 figures. She had a professional job. She always had one of the jobs. She had to wear the heels and had all the coordination. You understand what I'm saying? Like all the earrings had to match the heels, and the heels. Okay, you understand? One of them jobs. Okay, yeah, all right. She had all that together. And her favorite thing to do for me was cook. Because I ate what she cooked. She found out I like steaks. And she got in her mind that I was satisfied when I ate steaks, which the truth is I was. She did it pretty good. Actually, she did it better than restaurants. I mean, it came out medium, it was going down. And she would sit there every day for a year. I'm not lying. She would say, don't worry about nothing else. She would go to the store, buy these steaks. Say, want some sides? I'd say, nah, when I get some steaks, I don't want no sides. Just give me 2 big fat steaks. You know, I'm active, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it, I don't need this. She said, you'll never feed yourself. Let me get these steaks for you. She would literally go out and buy steaks all the time. And I mean, when I got home, so to speak, the steaks, it was cooked. Cooked for me. She'd cook them in front of me with this whole process. And got great joy from just watching me eat. Do you know how insane that is? But not in a relationship now, is it? Think about it. That's insane if you're not in a relationship. But when you actually put all the ducks in a row and you put all the details there, she got gratification from watching me eat a dead animal. When you think about it, when you just break it down to its fundamental, I'm just, you know, I'm serious. This some butchered, defenseless animal, and here I am desecrating it after death. Sound like a good vegan. But you know what I'm saying? And she would be proud of this moment. Why? Because of the power of eggs in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? It was joy for her to please me by feeding me, because you know I worked hard. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. You know I work hard, and if y'all don't know nothing about me, I still do it to today. I forget to eat. Just ask my team. I ain't got time to eat. I'm eating these goals. I'm just eating these goals. And she would do that. FOD, do you see how insane that sounds? But at the same time, somebody's going, girl, go ahead, keep your man. All right, see, they making me push it further. Denise, they're making me push it further.
Okay.
If that don't make sense, who's that? Go ahead, is that Daryl? Phil. Go ahead, Phil. Or whoever it was. Okay, well, just jump in and you're ready, whenever you're ready. Now, think about this. This old man, he was a preacher, came to the church one day. I think this about 2009, 2010. Came to church. Everybody, you're gonna love this. Nah, you too young to love this shit. Let me get somebody. Let me get Pam and Susan. They gonna love this. You too young, everybody. No offense, but you too young for this. This is wisdom beyond 20s. You gotta. I'll show you. Preacher got up. He's a good looking preacher. He had the biggest church in Galveston County. Still does to this day. Greater St. Matthews, Randall. Church. So it's a mega church in a town. Hitchcock. The town population is 7,000 people. He's got about 7,000 members. It doesn't make no sense, right? He's standing up there. So of course, he's a big man in town. Got one of the biggest houses, and everybody likes him. He gets up on the pulpit and he says, "Ladies." I just read BJ comment. Okay, I'm sorry. I just read BJ comment. For audible purposes, you watching this later, you say got to love them cougars. He gets on the pulpit before his sermon. He says, "Ladies, I'm full." Everybody like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, so that don't make sense to you? He says, check this out. My wife cooked for me real good before I came here to preach this sermon. She do it every day. You know why my wife cooked for me real good? It's because when I walk down the street, fam, I already get it. When I walk down the street, and one of these young ladies like, "Pastor, you hungry?" "No, baby, I'm full." They gonna catch it in a little bit. And when I get to the church, "Pastor, you hungry?" I'm full. And later on, when I do get hungry, she already beats me. She beats my hunger and she feeds me again. So every time somebody try to feed me, my only answer is ever, "I'm full." My wife already took care of it. So you too young for that, everybody. You too young for that.
Amen.
So you understand. So you get it. You get it. You know, us young folks, we be like, "You ain't going out there. You do what you grown." No. You get older, you realize, let me feed him for somebody else try to feed him. That is the power of eggs. Fair enough? That's not possessive. This is wisdom, ain't it? Let me feed my husband
title, Antonio. Is that the
Say it
next
again?
title, The Power of Eggs?
It just might be. It just might be. But it's just wisdom. It's wisdom to know, you know what, I'm going to feed him before you do. Now, you don't think about that at 13. You fool around and get 43. And you I almost went too far. Talisha got her baby out here now. I don't know if LD got him in the car. You got to know. You know what? Yes, your parents been married for how many years? Won't you tell us? Her parents been married for 43 years. Y'all, I'm not even 43 years old. That don't even make no sense. You say you either. Your parents had you the right way. Give us an example how either your mother or your father, with the power of sex transmutation, they have explained or exhibited some will, some courage, some wisdom, or something like that that can help us in this class.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Dad, I get this from my dad. I love surprising my team with stuff all the time. I hear them say stuff all the time saying, you know what? I like this such and such. I think I'm going to get that book. And then one day I walk in with a book. Reason being, I see my dad and my mom do this all the time. Mostly my dad, because he did it for my mom and my sister and myself. I remember one time, him and can you hear me now? Yep. Mom and dad were talking about getting another television set for their bedroom because mom mostly watches TV while she's in the bed. I came to the house one day and there was a TV in the bedroom, but she hadn't seen it yet. I think my sister was home as well. And then when she did get there, she went in the bedroom and putting her stuff down and everything, came out of the bedroom. And I was like, Mom, did you see what was in your room? And when she went back in, she saw it. I said, Lord, I didn't even know. My dad does things like that all the time. He loves surprising my mom with different things that she says she wants. He'll listen. And then, sometime later he'll get it for her. And same thing goes for her. She does the exact same thing for him. It's, I don't know. It's what I've seen all my life, to this day. They just, I was like 43 years. And my god sister, her husband came by one day and he asked, how have y'all been married for so long? And my dad gave your traditional church answer because they're Christians. But he did say, with a lot of prayer, communication. And then he said, and then I just say 2 words, yes, ma'am. But he, he was joking, but he wasn't, but it's if you see them together, I swear you think they need a reality show because they make me laugh to this day. If you see them, you would think that my mom, if you see them to this day, you would think my mom is the one that's kind of running things, but no, it's the homie. The husband is the what's the word I'm looking for? The person who runs the relationship, but they run it together. But he's the overseer. I guess I'll say that. But because she has an outgoing personality and dad is so laid back and chill, and he's just like, okay, let's go. But it's something that I said, hey, a lot of times you hear that females want a man like their father. Well, I am a prime example of that. Whoever comes, my way, hey, okay, I got some standards, I've seen how a man treats his wife and treats her the right way. And so I hope I explained it, as much as I can, but thanks.
That's why Grace is almost 40, no kids. She can have them. But daddy just made sure she ain't impressed by what some man got. You gonna have to have some, or they got to know the Lord and all that. Yeah, Grace had somebody inbox her a couple of months ago. Ooh, you show this cute. Can we have a down low relationship? Grace went, what? What did you say? How did you say it? No, go ahead, unmute you.
He said that we could talk on the low. That's what it was. Now I didn't respond, but I told my friends, if we can't speak on the high, there's no reason to talk on the low.
See, there you go. The power of his sex transmutation made him shoot his shot. Her power was like, oh no, baby, I don't let losers shoot at me. Somebody will catch that later. That's all right. Let's go back to Napoleon Hill. We'll get out the Antonio T. Smith Jr. translation. We'll go back to the Napoleon Hill translation. We want to transform our mediocrity into genius. That's what eggs do. Eggs takes our mediocrity and it changes it into genius. This is the reason. I mean, do you seriously think that somebody went, we should go to the moon? for no reason. JFK was like, you know what, we should go to the moon. We should do that. We can't go to the moon. We ain't say it out loud. We're gonna go to the moon. Because you know, what's the lady's name? You know, lady. Because he was allegedly Marilyn Monroe was like, baby. I ain't got no proof of this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put something on it. Daddy, go ahead, take the country to the moon. Baby, I got you. We're going to the moon. I'm gonna do what nobody else has ever done. Because whoo, you Marilyn Monroe. I'm playing, but think about this for a second. Think about the moon in your life. All of you have landed on the moon in your life or are attempting to do so right now. Because you're trying to receive the gratification of someone or the impression of someone or something like that. Does that make sense? Is that fair? That's fair? All right, let's read a quote from the book real quick. When harnessed and directed along other lines, I have no idea what page I'm in. Yeah, when harnessed and directed along other lines, this motivating force, which is eggs, maintains all of its attributes of keenness of imagination, courage, etc. Pay attention. Which may be used as powerful creative forces in literature, art, or any other profession or calling, including, of course, the accumulation of riches. Now, I want to hang my hat here just for a little bit. I want to repeat that again. This time, I want to bring it down a level. Do you mind if I make it relatable? I'm gonna do something real quick. See if you can follow it this time. You know, BJ redirected his sex drive because FOD held out. And since he loved FOD so much, he wanted to impress her. So he got to his keenness of his imagination, got some courage. He said, baby, I'm gonna write a book. You doing good. I want to read all about this book. I can't wait to read the book. Really? You can't wait to read the book? I can't wait to read the book. You know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start that media company I always been wanting to do. You know, I think you should do that. You should start that media company. BJ, the rent needs to be paid. Babe, don't even worry about that. I'm a man. I got that. Let me accumulate these riches to secure you while I write this book and start that movie production company. Does that make sense to you? You do know we pay rent because you understand. I shouldn't have to finish the rest of that sentence. I mean, if Talisha thought it with me, I would. But we pay rent. Do you know why we pay the light bill? Let me help y'all out, because I don't think y'all. Maybe you just completely in a bubble. Men pay the light bill because women don't like cold, dark showers. I'll pause because I know I just said something. Please know that most men would live in a tent outside until a woman says, I like men who live in houses. Really? Don't believe me? Let's go to an objective fact called young boys. Can't get them to take a bath. Wish I had somebody, huh? can't get them to take a bath. You can't. They run around naked and don't matter. Mom, I'm just, can't get them to take a bath. And then you say, go in there, boy, you smell like outside. They spray cologne on outside. Come on, I wish I had somebody. I just, let me cover up outside. Smell like a wet dog. You get grown, you understand what that smell like. As soon as they start puberty, they in the shower for 20 minutes. Now you got to say, stop running out my hot water. Come on now. Come on. Can't get them. Baby, come to church and sing a song. Your son always quiet. As soon as you start puberty on the phone, You hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. You got to get you a whole new line. You had to get you the family plan on your cell phone so he stopped using all the data. It was women that made him an extrovert, give him more standards, and want to achieve more things. That works in both genders, but since I'm a guy, I can effectively talk, and I got 2 boys. I can effectively talk that way. My son don't care about nothing, but playing games and making money. My oldest son. You got to see him. He's got this feminine face and these dreads and hang down. You got to see him. He's just, and every now and then a girl will go, "Hey, Aiden," and all of a sudden, you know, what's going on? I'm telling you. Oh man, this boy, he know how to do Michael Jackson. You know, he just, or he get real tough with it. He go, "I don't want to go outside and play." They got that mysterious thing going on, like it's better, now. Whatever. That's child stuff. He's 10, but he don't do kid stuff when a girl likes him. You understand? That's that power. Now, transmute it, not transfer it, but then let me tell him. My grandmother did it to me when she adopted me. My grandmother say, "Get in here, learn how to cook," and of course, like some ignorant food. I went, "Oh, that's girl stuff." And then she hit me with some wisdom, FOD. "Don't no woman want no man that can't cook? Show ahead and show me, grandma. Let me work it out." What these eggs do? What these eggs do to this meat? Why we put eggs on this hamburger meat? Tell me what's going on. Nah, you wish you could eat one of my meals. I cook everything from scratch. The reason we try hard and the reason we can do even better is for the opposite sex, whether you want to admit that or not. I know that you may be eggly oppressed. You got to make it work. You got to make it work, Grace. You got to make it work. I know, but you have to do better. Here's a few ways that the power of egg transmutation can help you heighten the state of your emotional intensity. According to Napoleon Hill, more aware of your hunches, turned on by whatever you're working on or thinking about. How many of you right now, your dreams are so powerful in you, they literally turn you on. You just can't stop thinking about ice butter. You just, 3 o'clock in the morning, you know what? I need to check the email or something. I need to shoot this video, this FOD. Man, I'm in Canada. I need to go to America and do a speaking engagement. Come on now. How many of you understand what I'm talking about? Like your dreams turn you on. Congratulations. You have transmuted that sexual energy to the accomplishment of your desires. Let's clap for you right now. Yeah. Because remember when you was a little younger, when you got bored, you remember what you did. Some of you are too old for cell phones, but till you say hit the club. Yes, that is. You hit the club, spending money in someone else's economy. Be just like, yep, there it is. But think about it. When you go to the club, you're stimulating someone else's community, someone else's economy.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I ain't spend a dime. Never.
That's right. That's right. She sure right. Excuse me, boo-boo. I went to the club knowing somebody was going to buy me drinks. Good. You're right. You're right. Right. Yeah. Everybody's like, yes, I flashed that smile. Got these drinks this way. Yes. Yes. Pam was like, yes, he walked into the bar for me. He sure did. He sure did. And he bought me a drink. He knew, right? I do understand. I do understand. But now that you get older, in fact, let's go old Talisha to Pam Norris. Let's do that. Not this Talisha, old Talisha, okay? Yeah, I'm walked in, now you're gonna buy me a drink. that she's using that power, those looks, that energy, the pheromones. You give me a drink. Pam is like, you gonna build this $1 billion company with me if you want this. As you get older, you ain't got too much stuff to prove no more. It's not like, if we together, we gonna build together. Is my mic still on? Is it still on? Because let me tell you something. Some of y'all done got to the point now, you don't even want somebody you can't build with. Yeah. I was in DC with Denise, and I had a wonderful. Denise is a great host. Honestly, I had a wonderful. Say hello. All I hear is Jerome voice. Hello. Had a wonderful time with Denise, and you know what I noticed? She don't even know I noticed this. I noticed two things about Denise that really impressed. Well, three things. I noticed that she was. Four things. I know she was cool under pressure because we got stuck in the mud. Don't worry about it. It's a story. We'll tell one day when we can figure out a way to get paid for it. And then I noticed that she's a great host. So those are two things. But these are the real two things I noticed. She is one hell of a coach. I watched her in front of one of her high-end clients. This client has one business with multiple chains in it. Okay, I want to put all details out on the recording line. And they're luxury business. Okay, they're luxury businesses. It's a business in an industry that has no luxury, and he made a luxury chain of it. And I watched her work the rope. But you know the number one thing I noticed about Denise? Have y'all ever seen Mr. Right, Queen Latifah, and Common? He noticed something about Queen Latifah in her character in the movie. I noticed it about Denise. The whole time Denise was with me, she wouldn't boot up in nobody's corner text message. Denise was laser focused on her goals. Laser focused. And she was doing she was going, like she had me out all day. She had me meeting with her clients while she was meeting with other clients. And then while we was going to meet with one client, one of her program directors was like, listen, come on here and do these 6 commercials for me real quick. And Denise was like, no, I'm busy. I can't do it. This is a real story. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Man, you're the only one in here that do it as good as you do it. And it was like 15 people in there, and it was a show happening right now. All right, fine. Let me go do this real quick. She go in there for 30 minutes, knock him out. He come back out saying, see, you the best. And never once was she booed up. Now, I'm not saying she ain't got no boo. That's her business. I don't know. What I am saying is she properly takes all that drive and accomplishes all these goals. Can we clap for Denise, please? You know how we used to do it. I'm talking about myself now. We used to get people out of town, and that was a time to not achieve our goals. That was a time for us to have eggs. Come on now, don't play. Don't act like. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Denise was like, look, bro, how we making this money? You know, I'm telling you, I was everywhere with Denise, and she had some people. One of the people, in fact, I'll say his name because I like the guy a lot. Andre Pete Smith, I think. I like the guy a lot. He makes just as much money as me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Seriously, she owned it because she's shifted that power to her goals. If that don't make sense to you, let me break it down in the hip hop way. She don't need no man to impress her. She impress herself. Well, I'm trying to help somebody now. You heard? All right. So if you try to holler at Denise, you better come with more than your credentials, because she got her own. All right, I'm done. Let me keep going. She said, yeah. Denise Grace said, that's sorrow. Lord, as soon as she found that out, it's over. All she needed was that information. Sisters, now let she put on her camera. All right, let's keep. Oh, go ahead. Whoever that is. Oh, no. You got something to say now?
Oh no, that's me.
Okay, no problem. I know you're logging in back and stuff. Sweet. All right, let's dig deeper. What I'm doing is I let you travel what you thought was eggs transmutation was. And I got transmutation. This week I'm showing you the harvest of properly channeling the transmutation. Let's go deeper. You ready? Let's go deeper. Now, should you want to know the secret of highly successful people, you should know that all highly successful people have urges. Would y'all like to know one of the secrets that I use? I use it very well. I use it so well that on different occasions, they don't even know it, I taught it to FOD, and a year later, I taught it to Chantel. Now, I don't know if they use it, but I taught it. And I taught it to one person so well, she's getting her PhD right now. Would you like to know the biggest secret that I use? I've made more money. I get more free things. I get more speaking engagements and everything from this one secret. According to Napoleon Hill, before I tell you the secret, let's build it a little bit. According to Napoleon Hill, it'll tell you, we all have urges. Hunger is an urge, right? Self-preservation urge. He'll tell you that we all have urges. You have not only mastered your life, but exploded your income when you master the art of seduction. Let me talk. I understand that there's one or two people on planet Earth, just one or two, trying to get to my bacon. Do you understand? Well, I got kids around. Eggs and bacon. Let's make breakfast. Let's have some breakfast. All right. Eggs and bacon. Now, I understand that. In fact, if you go to my inbox, what's the bacon? Child boo. If I had to explain what the bacon is, it can't be in the Disney Channel word. Okay. If you go in my inbox right now, in fact, if you go in my inbox right now, it is ridiculous. It is. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. My fan page inbox is ridiculous. I get in. That girl can spell. I get pictures. Okay, there we go. I get pictures in my fan. I'm serious. At least from men and women. I get more pictures from men than I do women. I was like, what? I'm dead serious. I get more pictures from men than women, especially men from Brazil and places like Brazil. I'll say that. I don't want to say different. I don't want to just group all that together. Here's what I understand. Here's my secret. Please, if you hear nothing else, hear this here. If you hear nothing else, hear this here. The moment I give it to them is the moment they don't want me no more. I'm finna teach now. Y'all, if you want money, if you want engagements, if you want prestige, if you want that job, always let them pursue you. Now, I'm not saying helping them now. I'm not talking about flirting and stuff. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, I'm talking about correct motives here. But the moment you let the breakfast happen is the moment they're like, well, got what I want. That's it. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. The secret is I control my urges. Hold on real quick. All right, Dave. Okay. They had to text you. All right. The ladies, gentlemen too, if you continue to let people or demographic pursue you, you will continue to receive gifts. I might be this might be too real. Just I might be giving you too much information. It's just I'm not even worried about just hitting home because that's on you. It's called, but how many of you know that the moment you got with somebody, they changed on you? Perfume or he shaved up every time he wanted to get you. He took you out, he around the world, all that stuff, whatever he did, and then something got in and switch, and didn't call you for 2 weeks later. It's natural because the fun is in the pursuit. Please know that if let's see, I'm going to use a guy. Who's a guy? Phil. I'm going to use Phil. I don't want to offend nobody. Please know that if I am eggly attractive to Phil, okay, and Phil send me his contract and it says $15,000 to speak, and I'm trying to show Phil that I'm the one, I'm gonna come off that money. Do you understand? I'm trying to make it as plain as possible. You know what, Shannon Clark, can you help me out for a little bit? I'm going to get her. She's on. Her voice is gonna sound better than mine. Hopefully, she's not juggling football practice and tennis and PhDs and essays right now. Are you available, Shannon?
How may I help you, sir?
Help me out. Now that you have your stuff under control, when they pursue you, do they pursue you halfway or do they pursue you with gifts and support? Break it down for me.
Full throttle.
That's a perfect way to say that. Full throttle. Give us some more examples.
No holds barred. Once I got it under control, I got paid for many engagements. Unfortunately, they were in the church, and I kind of saw all the different maybe clergymen that might have felt my egg energy in the envelope once I got done speaking. But it is what it is, and it's not anything. What I didn't feel from it was any type of inappropriateness, because that's an energy that you should pay me for. It's worth it.
That's right.
What you shouldn't do is get my bacon. That's what you shouldn't do. But if you're going, that it's more rewarding than cracking the egg. If you following me, it's more.
Yep.
It defines that act in a deeper way. The pursuit for them is what is magnetic. It's what keeps them coming back. It's what enjoying my gift, yes, but the energy, wanting my bacon, that's what has them call. Oh, get Shannon. Oh yes, Sister Clark can speak on this subject. Because you get good words, and a nice smile. and energy
right.
that you feel. You know, it's not my fault that you thinking with your bacon. I'm there to help people and to serve the world. And if I can get paid because you think with the wrong brain, then hey, more power to me.
Yeah, that's your reasonable service.
Yeah. And I can help them get themselves together too in the process. But no, I even outside of that, even with getting my PhD, it's not just human reward. My studies are rewarding my energy. I get with a book and a topic and we mingle like we on a date. You know, it's a lot deeper than just physical for me, if that's helping.
That's right.
I don't know.
Nah,
This is very, very, very difficult to explain because it's orgasmic to experience.
Fair enough. I sure appreciate you. I had to get a woman's perspective in here. The more you hold out is the more you'll receive. You see it every day. Now, this is nothing. Actually, I'll do men. I'll do a man and a woman example, okay? I'll do a man and a woman example as not to be offensive to either gender, and then I'll call on FOD, okay? Plenty of likes and external thirsty gratification happens when a woman is half naked or twerking on some video or something. That will go viral. Yet the marriage part of it will not. In most cases, this isn't me talking, this isn't my chauvinist talking. I'm not a male chauvinist pig, and I want to say something just to the men in a little bit. But those bad bees that they say, I'm a bad, you understand? They're usually 40 in the club, not married. This isn't me. I'm not being all conservative. I'm just saying what it seems to be the trend. Yet, when it's time to get married, then that goes viral. When he finally ready to settle down, which is stupid, that's stupid. He's got a beer belly by now. So I'm getting on the man now, right? I'm getting on the man. Now he's all unattractive, got a beer belly and all that stuff like that. And all of a sudden he wants you to be pretty, but he ain't even close to pretty. Come on now. I'm just being now. I'm doing both. Now the virality, when you 40, everybody looking for a Shannon, for a Pam. Real talk. You understand what I'm saying? Because now the standard to pick a mate to reproduce with for longevity has flipped. You're not thinking reproduction, you're thinking misguided egg energy. But when it's time to think prosperity, now twerking ain't fun no more. We say stuff like, not just twerking. Guys, all that flashing your money, all that talking about you, that ain't cute no more. It's cute when you're young. Ooh, girl, look at him, look at him, look at him. But now they need you to have an actual conversation that stimulates them. I wish I had somebody that's gonna keep it real with me. All that, this is what you can do, and all that, all that talking. Matter of fact, shut up. Show me. I'm trying to help. Every I'm trying to be real. Okay. As a matter, you keep talking. Where's the harvest? Don't talk about dating me. Did we go somewhere?
Okay, Reverend.
Well, this thing on texting. Did you call? I'm sorry. Captain to my inner woman. But do you get it? It's both sides. It's both sides. And the more you withhold, I'm not talking about not having eggs. I'm saying the more you guard that energy and direct it, is the more you will get. It is the secret to a lot of highly successful people success. Think about it. FOD, if I had the reputation, because I'm calling on you next, I'll use you in this example. If I had the reputation of hollering at everybody I coach, would you be coached by me? You come on. Okay, I got to call. You got your hand up anyway. Oh Lord, have mercy. See, you say you bad. As you just say, like, nah, you know, I don't want to answer. I don't want to disrespect you. Nah, I can't. Don't play. You know, it's fair because once something is overused, it is unattractive. Once something is overused, it is unattractive. It's unappealing. I'm not even like just take it out. Don't put it in the. Don't even put it in the eggs. Don't put it in the eggs. Don't put it in the male or woman or female. Just put it into a cell phone you've been having since '96. Do you? Right? It would take something. You know when something overused becomes valuable? When it's 4 generations overused. Then it starts to appreciate again. A 1932 car is worth a whole lot of money today. 1932 rookie baseball card, that'll get you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Fits you a lot of money. But you got to wait like 4 generations. We just don't appreciate. It's just a fact of life. Last 2 examples I'll give you that is a fact. When you overuse something, you don't appreciate it. Many of you right now do not appreciate your lungs the way you should because you use them every second of every day. To you, it's overused. It's natural. Puncture one of them and see how valuable your lungs become. Right? Our very good friend in this university was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. I'm not saying it right. I bet you she has more appreciation for breathing than you do. How many of you how many of you have said, thank you, legs, for taking me wherever I have wanted you to take me? It's actually a reference from a book called The Magic, all about gratitude. Honestly, how many of you have thanked your legs? Your legs have never let you down. But since you overuse them, you don't appreciate it. That's how we are as humans. Because the stuff that's more, the dean of motivation, what's his name? Earl Nightingale says, the stuff in life that came to us free is the stuff that is priceless. Air, priceless. The ability to see, priceless. But we put priceless on stuff that actually costs money. Right now, all of your hearts have beat faithfully. And none of us, not even me, for the last hour and 11 minutes have said, thank you, heart, for doing what I have not even thought about you doing on my behalf. MOD, let's call on you. What you got?
This makes me think back to my teen years where, again, I was never driven by sex other than that first relationship. And I was like, okay, it was a waste of time because it wasn't a relationship. I was trying to please somebody, trying to get him to ask me out, never did. So I'm like, okay, forget this. And I loved playing the role of the eligible bachelorette, where basically everything you're talking about, because it brought in so much abundance. I never needed to pay for a cab, an Uber. I never needed to pay for the drugs I was taking, the alcohol I was drinking. I never needed to I could go across the country. I could leave from city to city. And I was only 14 years old, able to get so much. And I'm thinking about even now where I'm like, I still like that role of the eligible bachelorette, where it motivates me to like, yes, get things done and all this, and know that I'm on the market, but no one can have me type thing. And I can, but I want to, like, I'm really interested to see, well, to read the books that you recommended, like the Art of Seduction and all that, to see how can I use that in the working world, because I don't know where's that line between, because it's easy to do it when you're at the club or when you're, you know, out and about, but like now when we're talking about business, how do you use that kind of energy and not come off as, okay, this person seduces everybody?
Yeah, but there's many different ways to seduce without. First off, let us. We've hijacked the word seduction. Seduction has a negative connotation today, but if it's hot and you're thirsty, and there is an ice cold bottle of water, that water will seduce your taste buds, and you will salivate, and your body will go through the motions, and you will hurt for that water and do just about anything to get it. And if you have to, you will do the craziest thing on planet Earth, which is reach into your possession and grab a piece of paper or some plastic that means nothing and exchange what we call value of money. Subtract from yourself to buy a natural resource. Oh, I sure be breaking stuff down. It makes no sense. I got you next, Chantel, and to you after that, Tanisha. It makes no sense to pay for something that is a natural resource. It doesn't. But that water will seduce you to pay for it when it's free. Do we have a different idea of seduction now? Okay. Now, there's different ways to seduce. You use what you have. In my case, it's not that I do it on purpose, but it is, you are what you are. Me and Shannon seduce in the same manner. Now, I can't wait to see her comment right now, so I'm not gonna let you know. You know she coming. We seduce in the same manner. We both have the same two things. That actually it's the same three things. It's here, let me say. Charisma, confidence, intellect. And the same thing. I am not funny. But when my charisma is on, yes the hell I am. Oh yeah, she's cute. You know, I'm just chocolatey. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I think I'm so cute. I ain't even got to shave. You know what I'm saying? Look, sometimes I won't even shave. You know what I'm saying? I just do it. Child, you think about me every night. Don't lie. Don't lie. You got my cologne sprayed on your pillow, and you go sleep smelling my cologne every night. She's got a mural of me, MOD, on her wall, and she worships me, and then she goes to bed. But there's so many different ways to seduce. I am an intellectual, so is she. Tempest seduces with her quiet mannerism. I probably can't describe it better than that. And she has this innocent charm. She is so not innocent, but she has this innocent charm. You know what I'm saying? She does. If I told y'all Tempest is so bad, you'd be like, man, stop lying. You know what? I'm out this university. I'm not coming back no more because you're not going to talk about Tempest. Like, you know? Okay. All right. That's how she does. Does it make sense? That's how she does it. She got the whole world convinced, that she the helicopter. The whole world convinced, she's an angel. And you know what? She is, because you ain't gonna let me tell you no different. So ain't no sense in me to try. The point is that, and I hope you get it, you can use it all in the workplace. As long as your motives are correct, it's fine. You want to, you know why you should use it, and you know why Napoleon Hill tells you to use it. Actually, someone tells you to use it even better than Napoleon Hill, but right around the same time, Dale Carnegie. He writes a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Please know, all of you, no one's going to promote you if they don't like you. You don't get to speak in engagement. Let me tell you something. I think me and Denise Hill just got an agreement with one another. I'm doing something. Denise is there. She ain't got to apply. You know what I'm saying? She seduced me with her commitment, her loyalty, and her drive. But what else? You know what I'm saying? I know I can say, Denise, I need this hour keynote right here. And I know she's gonna kill it. You know how comfortable it is to know that you got 8 hours you're in charge of and 1 hour you ain't got to worry about because you don't put somebody there that's gonna kill it? Do you understand what I'm saying? She has seduced me with consistency, for God's sake. Now, let me talk. Some of you women understand. A consistent man is like gold. Let me leave that alone. Chantel, you better go next before I get somebody started up in here. Go ahead. Somebody's going to be like, you know what? But go ahead, Chantel. Go ahead. Consistent in good things, yes. But even if he's consistent, at least you know you can avoid him if it's bad. That wishy-washy stuff. That let me show MD that I'm good. As soon as she turn her back, I'm bad. When you get the Shannon awareness, you see right through that. Chantel, you there?
Yes.
All right, let us see you. Okay, let's see you next.
So I feel like there's many different ways I can ask this question.
Ask them all the ways you want.
So the drive that we have to be sexual, and if that drive is not the same, as to pursue sex and then to pursue your dreams, if they're not on the same level, is it that you don't want your dreams as bad as you want sex, or is it that just the energy is not being transmuted correctly?
Remember, everything is energy. Let me explain it this way, and then I'll let you finish.
Okay.
This Zoom call is simply energy that has been transmuted into 802.11 megahertz, also known to you as Wi-Fi. Don't ask me why I know that. I'm just a nerd. Okay? It's just energy. It's all it is. Denise, what? No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm recording live. I was going to ask what radio station do you host, but don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. 102.1 frequency modulation. It is a vibration that someone has harnessed to the vibration of 102.1 frequency. Do you understand what I'm saying? Bob Proctor no, I don't think that was Bob Proctor. Yeah, could have been. Somebody or a couple of people in The Secret, the movie told you there's many ways to think of you. You think of things. You can think of the universe, and then you can think of you. Then you can think of your organs. It's your organ systems. Then you can think of your organs. Then you think of your cells. But inside your cells is just energy. You're not a walking piece of flesh. You're energy, right? Is that fair?
So why does that
everything's energy?
So why does that energy seem stronger than the energy that people put to pursue their dream?
That's because you're in America.
Well,
That's because, no, I got you. Watch this here. In America, I can shoot your head off. And on social media, they will show it. In America, if you take off your shirt and put it on social media, you would be banned from social media.
Okay.
I want you to think about this. But let me break this out even more for someone else that doesn't even know they have this question. The reason why I don't have a word for the top of women. We got eggs, we got bacon, biscuits. Your biscuits, okay. Yeah, your buttery biscuits. Yeah, well, no, that sound like the bottom back. Yeah, chicken. Your chicken breast. Okay, good job, Talisha. Buttery biscuits is the other side. Your chicken breast. Yo D-cup chicken breast are fun bags in America. In African tribes where we originally come from, reproductive organs. Don't even got to cover them up. It's not that energy is more powerful. It is that it's been made taboo your whole life. And we love taboo things, don't we? Your auto-suggestion has been infiltrated by your dominant society. And we have been taught, don't do this, so that makes us want to do it. But biologically, there is no difference between my chest and yours, my chicken breast and yours. There's not biologically. Not biologically. But in our culture, we've, actually, it's not just our culture. I've got to localize it even more. In our culture in this century at this time, we sexualize them. But if this was 1920, Chantel, if you showed your ankles, you was fast. Seriously, less than 100 years ago, showing your ankles will get you not married. Now, we say how oppressive it is that some women of religions have their entire bodies covered up and their clothes, their faces veiled, and their ankles not shown. The truth is, that's more normal than what we do. I'm not advocating for you American and actually for you Western women, because this is totally Western culture I'm talking about, to cover up. Do you? I don't care what you do. As long as you do it in prosperity. As long as it makes you happy and it makes you money, I'm okay with it. And doesn't harm anyone else, I'm okay with it. That's Western culture, Chantel. There is no such thing as a greater force of energy when it comes to something that is destructive. It's just energy. Once that energy hits your auto-suggestion, that's when we put the gradations on it, or also known as levels. The moment something, let's see, give me a second. Is there a drawing app on this? I think there is. I'm going to do something. I'm pretty sure I can draw on this thingy. Give me a couple of moments of awkward silence real quick. I am pretty sure. Oh. Shannon, teach me how to draw on my note app. This is why I need Tibbetts. She would know the answer. It's somewhere on here. Tibbetts would know the answer. That's because she always solves my problem. Child, come find the pencil. I don't know what the pencil is. I'm fine. Anyway, and when she finds me the pencil, oh, you know what? I think Zoom.
You have to go to your regular notes.
See, I told y'all. See? Told y'all she can solve my problem. All right, here we go. I'm glad I wasn't talking bad about you. I
I'm
was
glad
earlier?
you wasn't either, but I have spies that will come back and tell me. So
Oh, child, Shannon is here. I know, Lord have mercy. And all sorts
ride or
of.
die.
That's so right. That's so right.
All right. All right. Let's see. Can y'all see this? Outstanding. Clear. All drawings. Who's Chantel? You ready?
Yes.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. I had to turn. Any questions? Okay. All right. I'm sorry. That's the 80s got us all. The 80s got us. This is your brain or your conscious. This is your subconscious. What we have here is what we would call auto suggestion or ATS. Okay, probably not ATS, but you get the point. Auto suggestion. Your culture has gotten here and then automatically here because tribal. You was going to listen or you was going to die because that's what was going to happen. Now, here's how it actually works. Does anybody remember that quote that Bryant read earlier? This is the perfect example of auto-suggestion I've ever heard in my entire life. Yeah, I don't even want to mess it up. It's too good. You think you got it? Okay, unmute your mic and you tell us.
He said, you don't believe what you see. You believe what you choose to see.
Yeah, that's pretty much. That was pretty much it. It was more poetical, but that's pretty much it. Your auto-suggestion, Chantel, is already telling you it's bad. Egg energy is bad. Period. You know why? Because your TV has told it. They made it rated X. You had kids and they talked about you, right? We've all been through this, and it's already bad. Now, every time you think of it, if I say it's good, here's good, and I come around and I say, Chantel, eggs are good. And your auto suggestion says, do we accept that eggs are good? Auto suggestion goes, nah. And it comes down here to trash. Okay? Comes down here to trash. Sex is bad. Yep. If you're a woman, you got to work harder than men. Yep. Black people don't make money. Yep. Police don't like black people. Yep. Anything in your auto suggestion that's already approved, it will continue and always go through your auto suggestion and then go to your subconscious. Now, why is your subconscious so important? Because anything in here becomes reality or reality. You do not live this. You live this. Okay, you should ask your question.
This makes me think about, I'm watching Shannon's course today about the retraining the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And how when she talked about retraining it, you have to talk to it and let your subconscious know. She said, in 2 years, I'm going to have $1 million. Yes, subconscious. Yes. Hey, subconscious. Yes, I'm going to have $2 million.
That's right. That's right.
You talked about force feeding it. So I see, I didn't know. So I'm so happy you did this because you did a whole class. We did the whole class on auto suggestion and I was all into that. And to go with my question is really just that program and it's just that subconscious. So that's
right.
That was amazing. That was just me thinking in poverty.
Yeah, and you know what? That is exactly what it is. And it's not just you. It's not just you. It's all of us. We
So
all have someone else's thoughts.
am I telling my subconscious mind, okay, it's like when I have this energy, yes, that's good energy, let's go put it towards something? Or am I just letting it know that it's good energy?
All energy is good.
Okay.
It's
just
energy.
Channeling it.
But there is no good. There is no bad. There is energy. We then translate it with our auto-suggestion, this right here, as good or bad. I'll give you a better way. I'll give you a great way. Well, let me unpack it, and then I'll give you a great way to understand it. It is simply energy. Through your experience, you have determined if this is good or bad. Okay? A hot stove is really good if you're hungry and you need to cook. It's really bad if you have third-degree burns and you burnt yourself. But the stove never stopped being energy because heat is simply energy moving at a very fast rate. It's still energy. Your experience gave you third-degree burns or, vegan meatballs or whatever it is that you like to eat. Do you understand what I'm saying? The experience is what you call good or bad. I'll break it out even more. There is only energy. How you want to take it? You want to say God spoke the world? That's energy. That's fine. The word of mouth, right? You want to say the Big Bang? That's energy. You can't see it any other way but energy. Give me some more creation theories. We're pure randomness. That's energy. Everything is energy. Remember, matter is just energy compounded in one place at one time, over and over and over and over. Now let's make it make more sense. We're going deeper. Good there is no good, there is no bad. But since we are human beings, we have to deal with these words because they exist in our reality. Is that fair? Mm-hmm. Because we have to communicate them. We can't just walk around vibrating. When we are, when human beings evolve to where we don't need bodies or stuff, and then we can just vibrate like dolphins or something, and we'll know what we're talking about. Chantel, are you follow me right now that we use the words good and we use the words bad?
Yes.
Good. Now, there are feelings. This word is a feeling. This word is a feeling. Yes? And Lisa Nichols says in her Tempest voice, if you want something, the easiest way to ask, believe, and receive is that those things that make you feel good and those things that make you feel bad, or something like that. I don't know. I haven't seen the secret of that part in a while. With a Tempest voice, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, we got good, we got bad. Everybody got that? Let's break it down further. Who did I leave? Because now I'm at like level 7. I'm going deeper and deeper, but if I skip a step, you're gonna miss the punchline that breaks all the scale from the eyes or the fog from the pews. Have I left anybody yet? Right now I am surmising. My treatise, my thesis is there is no such thing as good or bad. But since we use them, let's deal with what we call good or bad. But I have not defined what we call good or bad yet. But that's where we are. Anybody need me to repeat, slow down, back up? 5, 4, 3, 1. Good. If you do and you just didn't say nothing, don't worry. I'm going to make it make sense. Here we go. There is no good, there is no bad, there is just energy. But we describe this stuff as good or bad. Here you go, Chantel. Good is what we call a vibration that serves us. Bad is a vibration that does not. When Chantel, when you say, now let's go deeper. I haven't went deep enough yet. Let's recapitulate first. Retrace is what that means. We're going to recapitulate. We're going to retrace. We're going to say there is no such thing as good or bad energy. It's just energy. When it gets to the auto-suggestion, we make it good or we make it bad. Yes? Eggs, well, let me just say it so nobody gets confused. Sex is good. If you're a virgin, you have no idea, so you're neutral. If you were raised in a cult, passed around as a 6-year-old child, and now you're 26, I know someone like this. It's not good. If you were a call girl prostitute for the last 24 years, it's not good. Yes? If you saw your man from across the room 21 years ago, it's good if you're still with him. All those experiences come to the auto-suggestion. Yes? Everybody got it? Yeah. For illustration purposes, I shall erase, and we start over. Energy, we're recapitulating. There's only energy. There is you. There is this auto-suggestion. And there's this bigger you called your subconscious. And if you really want to get technical, there is your superconscious. We'll leave that alone. You can call that source if you don't mind, if you do. Okay? Now, or the Holy Spirit if you're religious. Okay? Now, energy comes through here, through your eye gate, and then you judge that energy through your automatically programmed, it's already programmed. You're not deciding. It's programmed. And then you say, yep, it's good, or yep, it's bad. Got me? All right, good. Everybody got that? Mm-hmm. It either serves us, which equals good, or it doesn't, which equals bad. Everybody got that? Mm-hmm. This is auto-suggestion. But this is what, see, there is no good or bad energy. It's just what we perceive that serves us and serves us not. Now let's break down, because someone has to be asking, well, what serves us then? How do we know what serves us? Somebody has to ask that question at some point. Let's deal with it now. We're going deeper. No more recapitulation, no more retracing. Deeper. So what serves us? What serves us serves, not serves. What serves us is said in two different ways. It's what gets us to our dreams. This is a crown. Don't worry about that. Or gets us to our grave. Right? If it doesn't serve us, gets us to our grave. Now, we can make that grave a metaphor. I can't see the chat right now. I got my screen. What serves us, a metaphor for death can be embarrassment, public embarrassment, looking stupid. All my blueprints out there don't like to look stupid. Anything that makes us feel what we call bad, that's not service. Fair? All right. It's one way to explain it. Let's back up. What serves us is, you ready? What serves us is what source us promised we would do with our lives. What does not serve us is the exact opposite. Let's do it again. We're going deeper. What serves us is the Holy Spirit agreeing we have this, do not miss, Greek word for power. Okay? Power in this word is force. What serves us as in pure Holy Spiritness is exousia. I think that is power or arc. I'm losing my Greek vocabulary right now. There's another word that stands for power that means authority. And the Holy Spirit has given us all authority over everything on earth. And we agree in the beginning through the power of the Holy Spirit, which is God, that we are winners. Yes? Now, take it out of religion. I'm just trying to cover everybody. Simply put, Chantel, what serves us is what Source You has said. This is what we promised you as a baby. I was right? Is it exousia? Okay, good. All right, good. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. I'm all right. Got all this Greek up here. Exousia is authority. It's a different kind of power. Dunamis is rockets. When man makes power, it's loud. Real power is felt, not seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break this down. Chantel, Source You, excuse me. What was this again? Serves You is what Source You, the Holy Spirit, God, doesn't matter, says, baby girl, we gave you everything you ever need to be successful. There is no lack. Don't worry about nothing. Not serves you is, I'm going to forget everything I just said up here. Fair enough? Let's go deeper.
That hit it right there.
You hit, they hit it right there. Good, good. So we'll get everybody else now. Let's go deep. I'm saying the same thing over and over. I'm just saying it at different levels of awareness, which leads me to the last point. What serves us is good, what does not is bad. But there is no good and bad. These are comparative verbs. That means somewhere out there is the form of the greatest good that ever is. This is, if you don't know this, I am now tapping into Plato. Somewhere out there is the greatest good that has ever existed. You can't get any greater than that. And every time you say something is bad, Chantel, LOD, you're saying, somewhere in me, I understand this greatest good. Or I've experienced it. Somewhere in my life, I remember being super happy. And this doesn't feel anything like that. As a matter of fact, it's so far away from it, it is bad. You're saying this is the highest source of greatness. But what I just went through is so many different levels away. I have no other choice but to say this poop emoji. It's bad. Okay? Some eyes on it. And then some smelly stuff. It's bad. Okay? All right. When you say something is good, you're saying either through my experience or you know what? Something in me is the greatest form of something. It just is. I know it is. Man, it sure feels like this. So it's good. This is me. This is my degrees talking right now, okay? Now, one more level deep. We have good, we have bad. Someone doesn't believe me. That's okay. No problem. Can someone unmute your mic and tell me what this is?
Your brain.
Fair enough. Tell me what shape this is. I'm sorry, because I planted. But the mere fact that you said brain shows you I put that in your auto suggestion. Okay.
It's a circle.
All right. Thank you very much. That's a circle. Can someone tell me what shape this is?
Square.
A square. Can someone tell me what shape this is? Besides that part.
Rectangle.
Right now it's a coffin. It's a coffin right now. But I'm looking for rectangle. Okay, good. Can someone tell me what shape this is?
Triangle.
Now, let me show you how wrong all of you are, but you're right at the same time. Is this 360 degrees?
No.
Is this 90 degrees in each direction? Is this equilateral? Equal on this side at 180 degrees, equal on this side at 180 degrees, and equal on these two sides at 90 degrees?
Yes.
No, child, look at this here right here. This is pure, you shouldn't even do that right there. Like, this is just awful. Is this 90 degree angles on three different sides?
No.
Is that 90? 60. Thank you. Grace got me. Is this 60 degree angles? I'm so glad she's a math teacher on each side. But all of you recognize, y'all do me a favor, give me to 10 minutes after and I'll be done. All of you recognize that was a circle, square, rectangle, and a triangle. You know why? Plato would tell you somewhere in you, somewhere in the heavens, that you are tapped into, because you come from it, is the most perfect form of a circle ever. And that's why if you just get close to it, you recognize it because you come from it. I'm going somewhere. You should walk with me. Somewhere in the heavens, there is the most perfect form of triangle. So if I just jack it up and do this, you recognize that's a triangle. He also said, he calls this circleness. Actually, I took it too fast. What he calls this is the great forms. These are perfect. And you have to have this perfection in you because you couldn't recognize them if not. Do all trees look alike? But how do you know it's a tree? Because somewhere in you is the greatest form of tree, the most perfect form. It's in the heavens, but it's also in you. I'm going so well. Walk with me. I heard a preacher today tell me what another preacher said, that when Jesus told his disciples how to pray, he said, on earth as it is in heaven. But everything he said before that, this is Brian Johnson talking about Dwayne Brooks, is he said, our Father who art in heaven, on earth as it is in heaven, hallowed be thy name on earth as it is in heaven. What comes next? Thy kingdom come as it is in heaven. Thy will be done as it is in heaven. on earth
That's
as
it.
it is in heaven. That's Brian
That's
Johnson
it,
was
man.
telling me that earlier, right?
That's it.
And what Brian Johnson was trying to communicate to Grace Sandals is all of that is perfection in heaven better be on earth, because it was commanded that way from the beginning.
Well, I just felt that.
Okay, so, all right. I didn't even know he was on. I'm glad I quote people. All right. Now, Plato says everything in heaven, the heavens, because you're not talking about a heaven, the heavens. Plato walked before Jesus, okay? The heavens is perfect. But how would you recognize perfection unless Shannon had perfection inside of her? I'm trying to help somebody. Chantel, I'm getting ready to liberate your whole everything. You don't get to, Chantel, say good or bad when perfection lives in you. The only thing that's not perfect in you is your auto-suggestion, not your decisions. Your decisions were perfect when you made them. They perfectly served you, or they perfectly did not. But every time you ever made a decision, you perfectly did what you wanted to do. I'm trying to help somebody today, Grace. There is a great form of everything up here. This is Plato. You don't have to take it as true. There's people who disagree with it, but I like it. As a matter of fact, St. Augustine of Hippo Christianized a lot of what Plato said. Your understanding, Brian, of the Holy Spirit is Platonic. A Platonic friend comes from Plato and his ideology. Plato said that the highest form of man is not in the body. It is his spirit. And to truly be friends on a real level is not in flesh, but in spirit. So when you have a platonic friendship, you're saying we don't do flesh things. My spirit is kindred to their spirit. So if you ever hear somebody say it's a platonic relationship, now you know why. Platonic, the adjectival
Makes sense.
formation of Plato. Make sense? Brian says it makes sense. Chantel, this is you. But this is the little you. It's not even the real you. It's not. This is the real you. This is the buffer that allows you to get your PhD like Shannon, or the equivalent of, whatever that means for you. Or at least you keep living here. Most of you on this phone call and in this world, you live here. You're controlled by here. And you never get into the power of here. Because here is obedience. Whatever is in here, you will live.
Right.
Whether you want to or not. Go ahead, Felicia. I was going to call on you anyway because you had your hand up. I was going to end with you. Go ahead.
We can ignore whatever I was gonna say. No, wait.
Okay.
I need. Okay,
Boom,
so
I think it's going to come up. I can do it again.
the small brain.
Small brain, auto suggestion. Actually, let me do this a little better. Auto suggestion. I called it 6 inches. I'll tell you why in a second. And then there's your big brain. Okay? And I had an arrow saying this is real. And then whatever is in there, you live. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay. I don't know how to do this without confusing people about the So Happy and Grateful. So I don't know how to explain
you read my book.
Understand it? But the brain, the one at the top, you said that majority of us are operating there. And then you just said that we need to be mostly at the one in the middle, the subconscious.
This one is auto suggestion.
No, the one, not the middle,
this.
I'm sorry, the one at the bottom, the subconscious.
This is the one that makes you live your life.
So happy and grateful. When I was reading it, would that part be considered the master creation? And then remember, you was going to go a little farther down, and you said, and you remember earlier you put a bigger circle below that one.
Yep. Super conscious.
Which would be considered the creator, basically God. That's
right. Source is what people say for creator. Brian would say Holy Spirit.
So we're not even near that.
No,
can we get there?
Not at all. Yes, you're near it all the time. So your auto suggestion is just blocking you. I'll show you. I shall show it thee. We're going to go here, and then we're going to go to Nicene Creed. I'll show you. I'm going to show you from a religious standpoint. Bryant Johnson, thou is about to be blessed. The Nicene Creed, you know what, let me get out of this real quick. That's going to confuse you all. Nicene Creed words. There we go. Text. It doesn't matter which version, because it just doesn't matter, because I'm going to use one example. The Nicene Creed is broken up into three pieces. I have it memorized because I have no choice. Broken up into three pieces. This section is, well, let's say four pieces. I forgot the fourth piece. God, Christ, what happened. I want you to pay attention to this part. This part, you can't see it? Oh, okay. I guess I got to get off the drawing thing and share my screen. Everyone remember, do you remember? I'm sorry. Everyone remember, now you can see it. All right. Nicene Creed. I don't have time to explain. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have to go, we do appreciate you. I won't hold you up. You're more than welcome to check out without offending anyone. I do appreciate you. We love you very much. Should you want to go into this overtime, as the Spirit, Brian would call it, has guided us here, we will bless you and you can keep going. Now, the Nicene Creed is broken up into four pieces. God, Christ, what happened. I'm simplifying this. This is the part I need you to pay attention to, though. Remember when I drew that little circle here, auto suggestion, and then the bigger circle? But then I said this is source, superconscious, conscious, subconscious, superconscious, right there. God, Father, Holy Spirit. All right, watch this here. We believe in the Holy Spirit. All thing I want you to focus on is this part. What does that say? No. I'm not trying to listen. You could be atheist, Muslim, or whatever. It doesn't matter. This was written in 325 AD. This is the first time the church ever wrote down its doctrine. This is incredible. Doesn't matter if you believe in the church or religion. That's not what's powerful here. We just time travel. I need all of you to understand, we are not, because of the power of the written word, we are now in 325 AD in Constantinople. Is everyone following me? You're not in the 21st century where you are. These words are trapped in time. Respect and have reverence for the power of the written word. Not Logos, Brian. Not Logos. I don't mean that. I mean just the fact that mankind can write things down. Everybody got me? Mm-hmm. Do you understand? Is Shannon still here? Yes. All right. Shannon, I have no idea why, but this is for you. And Tempest, I have no idea why. I need you to get. Okay. I need you to get that in 325 AD, before they had Google and microphones, with a basic understanding of math, as we say. The pyramids are there, right? The giver of life is the appositional title and function of the Holy Spirit. Does God give life according to the Nicene Creed? Does Christ give life according to the Nicene Creed? Did Pontius Pilate give life? What is the giver of life? Let's go deeper. According to this trapped in time faith, God's job done. Done. It's done. He created and hatched the plan. It's done. It's over. So is Christ's time, or the King, because he admonished you of your guilt. Done. They're both done. The last section, I'll show you. Do not take this in a religious content, because I don't want to offend anybody. We believe in the superconscious. The Lord, the most important part I'm stressing, the giver of life. Forget this part. This part is controversial. Don't worry about this. The church actually split up for this into Eastern Orthodox or Western Church. Don't worry about that part. I don't want to get into that. I've spoken to the prophets. Now watch this. One universal. This means universal. That's why it's not capitalized. One Catholic. Catholic means universal. One universal church. Okay? Now, resurrection and life of the world to come. That's what I want you to pay attention to. Giver of life and anything in this world. Oh, my bad. I can't actually. Maybe if I do this. Is that better? No? Okay, good. The giver of life. And everything that the Spirit is going to do is give life to the world. Everybody following that? Now, just taking out religion, I just want you to receive something here, Chantel. And I have no idea whether this is for Tippers and Chantel. According to a bunch of men in 325 AD, they had the basic understanding. Let me do something else. According to men, by the power of the Holy Spirit, Jesus did these things. Right? This is not religious talk. I am showing you that in 325 AD, they were smarter than you. They have a full understanding that the giver of life is source that you can't see living in you. They got that in 325 AD. So you can't say this is a bad decision. And you can't say I can't understand math. Because the giver of life, I'm just saying, the giver of life. Do not take this. Now, if you're comfortable taking this religion, then go ahead. I am strengthening your faith. But that is not my point.
Yes, you are.
Okay. But that's not my point here. Remember, I tell y'all, the internet is the greatest invention since the written word. I'm dead serious when I say that. I'm telling you that we just time traveled because of the written word. The internet gave us access to written word most of y'all didn't even know about. You feel me? I'm sorry. It's already using math. I need you to get this. Let me draw again. I need you to get, and this is worth, at least in my knowledge, so you understand, or at least in my motives, this is worth going over. This is Antonio. This is the stuff people taught Antonio. This is my manifestation power. And this is my real power. And I am constantly a part of this. And some people say source. Some people say God. Some people say Holy Spirit. Some people say energy. Whatever. But this is my favorite saying, comes from our author. This is infinite intelligence. Everything you ever need to know, you already know, because it's already in existence. Excuse me, in existence. No, in existence. There we go. And if you get this under control, you tap here. And you operate from here. Let's take it home. Lean in. I have no idea, but Shannon and Tempest, y'all vibrating very strong in me right now, okay? I have no idea. Hear me very, very, very well. The next time you hear a motivational speaker tell you that you got everything you need, believe them. If you control your auto-suggestion, you're already tapped into everything that is already here. Because it can't exist if you're thinking about it. If you are thinking about it, that is a frequency because it is thought. But you can't have a frequency that doesn't exist. If everything has an opposite and equal reaction, if everything has a couple or a match, if you think it, the existence of what you're thinking is already there. Deeper. How can you possibly think about something that doesn't already exist? So if you want your mama house, relax. Control your auto-suggestion. It's already here. It's done. Stop letting miracles become metaphors. It is vitally important that you understand that these old fogey people, they just call the Holy Spirit, and you do whatever you want to do with that word. If you like that word, then I'm strengthening your faith. Good job. They understood. God put the word into existence. He hatched the plan. Jesus fulfilled it. They done. Y'all keep praying to Christ. He says, through me, not to me. Let me show you one more time.
Reverend. Talk, man.
The reason why all of you can get what you were praying for, can y'all see this? The reason why you can get, this is God. Does God have low self-esteem? Does he lack anything? Is he a he? No, right? Nothing. If you want something, what do you call God, source, infinite intelligence? If you want it, you can get it. Yes? Now, according to these Nicene Creed people, Jesus said If anything you ask for, ask the Father through me, Jesus. This is why you end your prayers in through the power of the sacrifice that made you even at the cross. Now, you ain't got to be religious to catch this. Would you like me to make this work? And then there is your little self. Ungrateful, sometimes grateful. Yes. You know, same old habits. You working on it though. You get better. You don't smoke as much weed as you used to. But you know, you still smoke weed. You understand. You understand. You don't drink as much as you used to, but you still drink. You understand. There's you. Let's make it clear. Everything you ever want is in the heavens. There's this power that you can use. But the problem is there's you. And you don't have much power, right? Guess what? Brian, this is for you, buddy.
Give it to me.
You're tall like DJ. Everything you want is here, Shannon. Tempest. Anything that disqualified you from getting it has been taken care of. Ain't your battle no more. Chill out, FOD. Now, how do you get from the invisible world to the visible world? You use your Bluetooth, also known, right, as Holy Spirit. Because all of these are God, different names. And the reason why you have access to pull from the invisible world to the visible world is because when you talk down here in dream, the you up here hears it and says, and please hear my French the way I wanted to. I'll be damned if I'm going to be infinite and not have infinite power down here. So the least I can do is tap into me, since I'm already me. Here, you just happen to be wrapped in flesh. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We do appreciate you. May ye receive thy word. Everything you want is yours. You don't have to take that into religion.
I'm assuming
Old people.
Practice.
They got it. And now you get it too. The reason why you got God power is because you are God. And you. Because you have life. That's the reason why. Because according to them, the Holy Spirit is the giver of life. So if you live in, you got God. At least according to people in 325 AD that's supposed to be less smarter than you. All right, appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Ask me any questions privately or in my inbox. May this stew upon thee. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. Bye.